we got Scourge, everyone. Madness 80 here, so stoked to have Karl as Scourge, aka the Executioner. Taking a closer look at the Hela and Skurge pack, 2-pack from Thor Ragnarok, just dropped. Man, people are finding these at GameStop, comic stores, all that stuff. Yeah, man, I have to admit, I'm more excited about the Skurge figure than Hela. Hela has some improvements, though. This is a better figure than the single-carded release, so if you missed out on that, guess what? You got the superior version of Hela. So, very Thor Ragnarok excitement here. Madness 80 home took out all my Thor Ragnarok figures, Asgardian figures for some size comparisons, and yeah, let's just dive right in. So here we got Hela with the Thor Ragnarok family. Looking good. We got a new head sculpt off the bat. We'll do a comparison to the original release right now, but I just want to say this is how she comes in the package. Grip hand, but nothing to grip. No sword this time. Cape is on, looking pretty sweet. There are some slight repaints that make it more film accurate. For instance, we may as well bring the old release out. The breasts painted are black, which were film accurate. If you look at this costume in the movie, you look at her Hot Toy. Hot Toys never screws up, right? Look at the face. Close out. This one's a little dusty. This is cool. This is cooler. I don't recall if she even looked. No, I don't even think she ever had white eyes. It was always the Cate Blanchett face, right? Anyway, you could see the green on here is more emerald, and it pops more. Look at the cape. I mean, just the shimmer on it is awesome, dude. Got the black on the cape and the little shoulder pieces here. I think this looks much better. I believe it's film accurate. But yeah, look at that. So Hela comes with 2 alternate heads. We'll put these back here real quick. So Hela comes with a more relaxed head, looking very awesome. Cate Blanchett, you can see some of the veinage up there. This is the original release Hela. You could see it's a little bit more shiny. I feel like Marvel has kind of mastered the photoreal tech. The original releases were kind of glossy, and that's kind of where Black Series is right now. Star Wars Black Series has very glossy faces. This is pretty good. This sheen is kept to the eyes, kept to the eyebrows, kept to the lips. But yeah, she did not come with this head. This was original release. And the other head is the hair in the face, messy, just broke out of wherever she was imprisoned look. This is the kind of look she had when she broke Mjolnir. I like this head a lot. Man, this is awesome. And she came, obviously, with the crushing Mjolnir hand. This is a tinier Mjolnir. We got Thor from the Lady Sif pack here just to show you. It's smaller, which is a bummer. But here, let me just keep it on screen longer just so you could see. So you can see it has the cracks in there. I have like a piece of emerald plastic on me. Anyway, it's still that swirly type of plastic, but you can see it's detailed with the swirl. And I'm kind of glad they did this instead of just having something peg. Oh, does this come off? No, it doesn't. But I'm glad they did this because this is just kind of, I mean, how often are you going to do this pose? Are you going to recreate this shot? You really just need this hand for one instance of it. So again, she comes with a grip hand, but she doesn't come with a sword. You can take the sword from the original release. Pops right out. Put this in. Head pops off really easily. I don't know if she had the cape during that scene. We'll just take it off just in case. Put this head back on, or put this head on for the first time on camera. And bam. Take that, Thor. So that looks awesome. So if you want this, it's pretty iconic. It's an iconic scene, man. I mean, it shocked Thor, right? I'm sure it shocked the casual fans that, you know, Mjolnir could even break. But if this is how you want it on the shelf, this is gonna look awesome. Man, let's get the other head on, just because. Man, that looks so good. I like this head sculpt. I mean, Cate Blanchett's gorgeous. So, give her that. take this off. So of course, I mean, this is the same figure, same mold. The old heads are gonna fit on there. Fits in nicely. So at this point you have like 5 different Hela heads. So as I said, if you have the old Hela, you got 5 complete different heads to choose from now, which is freaking awesome. I don't know what other Marvel Legend would have that many very unique head sculpts. So I don't know about you, but I think this figure is tall, man. I mean, her pack mate, we'll do a comparison with her pack mate Skurge soon, but she dwarfs him, man. But here she is next to her brothers, Thor and Loki, looking about a little shorter than Thor, a little taller, or quite a bit taller than Loki. But if you wanted to put her next to Valkyrie, I mean, she towers over her too. And since they met at the bridge, here she is with Hulk. I mean, he obviously should dwarf her. I mean, you got a nice little stairway of height. Here she is next to Lady Sif, just because. Again, Thor, Ragnarok mood, just an Asgard type of mood. Looking good. Next to Gladiator Thor. Next to Korg. The Grand Master. Man, this just makes me, I mean, why not a Heimdall? Now, I don't know about you guys, I would prefer the Heimdall from Ragnarok with the cool long dreadlocks, and I think he looked awesome there, but I also wouldn't mind the armored up Heimdall. Anyway, for more comparisons, here's she is with Bor. I guess this would be her grandfather too, correct? Oh man, his legs are all jacked. Grandpa Bor. All right, whatever. Marvel Select Destroyer dwarfs her, as he should. And Jane Foster Thor. Someone else who is worthy. So, moving on to taking a look at the articulation. This is the same as the previous figure. It's going to be hindered by her hair, but you can see a very tall ball joint with the hinge. Again, the hair is pretty soft though, so I mean, let's see how far we can. I mean, that's pretty good. Looking down, the hair moves out of the way. That's with this head. Naturally with her, oh, I just catapulted that across the room. We'll get that later. But naturally with her crazy horned head, you get a better range of movement, some tilt, all that good stuff. Ball jointed shoulders, which are kind of shaped weird, not necessarily a ball. They come to kind of a point there, but yeah, you can't really go up there. You have to turn her arm around. No bicep cut, single jointed elbow, of course, hinged wrist with all hands. So this is her Mjolnir break-in hand, and that's the same type of hinge. Diaphragm, no waist to keep the aesthetics of her female figure out that far. It does have the thigh cut, double jointed knees, and hinge and rocker at the ankle. So again, man, great figure. Let's just admire the face for a while, shall we? Look at that, awesome. Let's admire this face for a while again. I think I like this one the best, man. This is Cate Blanchett for sure. I mean, look at the green. You can see the green veins in her eyes there. Photoreal knocked it out of the park with this one. Man, I didn't see where the head went. Oh, it must have bounced back to me. Here we go. And this one, does this one have any veins or anything? Oh, it does. Look at that. Unnecessary due to the hair, but it's awesome. It's probably because it's the same. Is it the same face? I think it's kind of the same face. I don't know. This one I feel like has more defined cheekbones. Whatever. Rad. Messy hair Hela. Awesome, man. Let's move on. Hela also comes with this little, this effect we've seen with Captain Marvel and Scarlet Witch, and just wrap it around her hand like so, as you've done a million times before. They really like to reuse their effects. I'm grateful they're giving them to us though. And yeah, you got firepower. You know, it's a little warm here in Southern California, and I forgot I had the ceiling fan going. So hopefully it's not too noisy. I'll check it out in post. But he's short, man. I'm pretty sure he's as tall, if not taller than Hela. That doesn't mean he's a bad figure. This is freaking awesome, man. Karl freaking Urban is rad. We know him from Dread, Lord of the Rings, Star Trek, so much more. Look at that, dude. That is a rad sculpt slash print. Got the scars on there. You got these tire treads or whatever. What is that? I don't know what it is, but you can see the etching in there. I noticed in the movie that they do, you know, go one way then the other way. There's like a cool pattern to it, and they got it. They put it in on the toy. So look at the detail, man. This armor, this is like Mythic Legions quality right here in terms of armor detail. Granted, Mythic Legions uses the same armor for practically every figure, but this looks awesome. The paint is awesome. The detail. Let's get this axe. That belt, pants, knees, shin guard. Look at the straps, everything, man. They went to town on this figure. Little linty hanging on to them there. Boots. Man, this is good, dude. I should get a Mythic Legions, compare them to this. I can't get over it, man. This guy to me is the winner of this pack. He is awesome. Is this, besides the 3 3/4 version of the movie version of Scourge, are these the only figures of Scourge? Might be. Remind me in the comments. Here's his axe, his executioner axe. Pretty plain. I mean, it's black. I don't know what it's supposed to be sculpted out of. No detail, no paint detail here, and I don't recall if there was in the film. There's sculpt detail though. Good grip, good handle. You can see it's been used before. On what? I don't know. The dude didn't even execute anyone in the film. Little plastic circlies there. It's good. So he came with 2 pairs of hands. These are his grip hands, which he used for the axe, and then he comes with, that's right, 2 trigger fingers, because he comes with Destroy. And I'm sure everybody's gonna do that in the review, but how could you not? M16s of real color. These aren't yellow. They're not freaking purple. Whatever the heck else Hasbro's done for us, but we got real M16s here. There is one minor complaint. So his trigger hands, let me get the other one on, are freaking forward and back hinged instead of the up and down that it should be. I mean, is it a minor complaint? It's definitely a complaint. It's probably my only complaint. Got these guns on Midgar from a little place called Texas, and oddly enough, Texas was where most people were finding this pack first. GameStop's in Texas. Coincidence? I don't know. So a snarling face would have made this look awesome. Given when he first shows him off to his little his company, his lady company, he's kind of snarling. But yeah, isn't this awesome? Look at that. Man, I can't get over the detail. Look at that. They could have just skimped on this. Anyway, yeah, I'm bummed about the hinges, but this is awesome, dude. Hinges and height. Now that I put him back next to Hela, hinges and height, but he's looking rad. So we'll get him next to Thor. Thor didn't even remember him. They fought together on Vanaheim, I believe. Get this out of the way. Get Loki in there. So he's about Loki's height, which, okay, you know, whatever. Did they meet? I don't think they met. Who are we missing? Who else could we do? Lady Sif. You know, if he battled with Thor and Vanaheim, Lady Sif was likely there. And what are we going to get the rest of Thor's crew? The Warriors 3. Warriors 3 pack, please. Let's do that. And then Valkyrie. So, you customizers, you cloth customizers, let's get a little blanket made. And Beltran, you guys who mold things and sculpt things, a shake weight. Can we get a shake weight? Let's do that. That would be awesome. Just because, let's get Hulk in here, because I can't get enough of this figure. And when you get him in your hands, you won't get enough of this figure. There's another height comparison, because why not? Why not? So given how freaking close to his comic counterpart, and this could also fit in with your comic crew, in my opinion. I don't know. You be the judge. You be the judge. So, I mean, the face is a little too realistic now. But, yeah, man. How many times am I going to say, yeah, man? Awesome set. Worth picking up, definitely. Especially if you missed out on Hela. But, man, I think Scourge is it. I almost forgot Articulation. Dudes, you gotta... Maybe I should do these in real time. I'm blanking. I gush, I admire, and then I forget. So when I... Let me top this off real quick. That looks... Look at it. So you can see that layer, like the paint was... Come on, focus on this. It was like fused, dude. I had to like really work at it to get it to crack and be able to bend. So I'm like scraping all this paint off. Look at that. So it's not something I would have noticed in package because he was pretty much like that. So be careful. If yours is fused, just work at it and you'll get some paint here and there, but you get a good down, a good up. His shoulder pads are basically hinged into his body, so you could see that. But for the sake of, we'll do this. It's a full ball rotation there and bicep. It is slightly hindered. I mean, you could see the arms going up a little bit more here. But if you were to pull around, you can't really, you know, get the whole raising your hand if you have a question type of pose. We'll get to the, so he also has a diaphragm and, does he have waist? He does not have waist. Oh wow, I'm surprised about that. Usually the dudes have both. Well, no waist. Does this come off at any point so we can look at the articulation? We cannot. It is pliable though, it's soft as you can see, so you can get a good, whoa, wobbles. So you can get a good back and forth, out that far. Bicep cut, double jointed knees, and rocker and hinge. Did I miss any of the arms? And as I double jointed elbows, bicep, and as I bitched about, the hinge here isn't what I want anymore on any gun-toting, sword-wielding dude. You know, when he was holding his axe, it was fine to have that type of articulation, but I mean, you have guns, you go up and down. You have swords, you kind of same thing. Oh well, not a big deal, not a big deal. Minor character in the MCU, but freaking awesome, because it's Karl Urban. So, that is it, my friends. Thank you for your views, your likes, your comments, your suggestions, and I hear them. We'll start measuring figures soon in a unique way. It's probably not as unique as I think, but we'll start doing that and maybe start doing one-on-one figure video reviews just for more content, just for more thoroughness just so my thoughts can all be on one figure. I don't know. If I don't like it, I may go back. So X-Men Retro Wave is coming. Maybe I'll do individuals for those. If I don't like it, if it doesn't feel right in my heart, I'll go ahead and do the long form again. But channel's still growing, still learning, still experimenting with what I want to do. Thank you again for your views. Thank you for listening to me ramble. We'll see you soon. Thanks.